said, breaking free from this conformity that you force on me. Everything I do is one big show. It's about damn time that I take control. Put me under a microscope and watch me take control. What's this? I finally read this helplessness. Tired of feeling like I'm upside down. So I'm gonna turn it all around. And and dear God, save my soul, 'cause it is not. Tired of feeling like I'm upside down. So I'm gonna turn it all around. Upside down. Upside down. Gonna turn it all upside down. And don't tell me that I need saving. Finally awake and living. Yeah. The pressure inside was building. I felt under attack. And now my mind's attacked. And I've chosen my path. I've chosen my path. What's this? I finally read this helplessness. Tired of feeling like I'm upside down. So I'm gonna turn it all around. And and dear God, save my soul, 'cause it is not. Tired of feeling like I'm upside down. So I'm gonna turn it all around. Upside down. Upside down. Gonna turn it all around. Upside down.
Welcome back to Humblewood Adventures. Last time, our heroes, quote-unquote, managed to make it to the capital city, and then the bandits came in and ruined everything. So we're gonna continue with that. So, the captain has appeared from their tent, which is currently on fire. And she looks all of you over and goes, "Oh, it's all of you again.
Well, not me, because I'm hiding behind the palisade right here.
Yeah, but she recognizes the bird folk for sure. It's like, I recognize you. You were that one generous bird folk who gave us the money from earlier.
Yeah, your friend there. Yeah, I'd give you more money, but I mean, I had a coin pouch, but it's gone.
Yeah,
It's just vanished.
that won't be necessary. But it seems that you're all here now, trying to make a mess of things. I can't be having that.
Well, to be fair, you attacked Elderheart.
Yes, I did, and for if only more bird folk were like you, sequence angel. It's a shame, really. I'm going to have to kill you now.
Why?
The captain wields her short sword against you. Henrietta, what do you do?
Hang on, let me get up my sheet. Okay, This guy is dead?
He's unconscious.
Unconscious? Alright. Then I'm gonna fire a crossbow bolt at the captain.
Okay, roll it.
And
Okay. She quickly dodges to the side. Now you have her attention. Buffykins is panicking over here and hiding behind Talus.
Yeah, like I just trying to get him to be quiet. Oh, your position, stupid bat.
Wait! Quiet! The wolf bounds towards Angel immediately, snarling. It manages to get a very nasty bite on your arm. You take 9 piercing damage. I would like for you to roll a strength saving throw.
Alright.
You are pinned to the ground, and it's continuing to snap at your face.
Okay.
Ray, that's her name, by the way. She sees Henrietta. He goes, "You're the one that threatened me before. I'm going to repay the favor." She comes in with her blade drawn. Block the first attack, but she manages to pierce you just above the nape of the neck. You take 8 piercing damage.
Darn it!
Angel, your turn. You have a wolf that's currently on top of you.
Am I grappled or am I restrained?
It's on top of you and you're prone.
Alright, well I'll spend half my movement to get up then.
Okay, you managed to push this snarling beast off of you.
Alright, Sacred Flame, I guess.
Oh, okay, on the wolf.
I'm out of spell slots.
Nothing happened.
Okay, that's my turn.
It continues to glare at you menacingly. Brooke, your turn.
Okay, so thing is, she's right there. The squares are about 5 feet each.
Yeah, squares are 5 foot each.
Okay, what I'm gonna do is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Your friends appear to be in serious danger.
Okay, I'm actually gonna play the hero here a little bit and duck behind Frey, and kind kind of grapple her from behind
Okay.
with my dagger.
Ah. Okay, just make an attack. And you also have advantage. And sneak attack.
So, they just make a regular attack with the dagger?
Yeah.
Dagger.
That's a crit! You slice her neck open.
No, that's
And-
not my intention.
Yeah, you got her attention now. Now she's pissed.
No, I was not actually intending to, try and kill her, just trying to restrain her. That was my...
Yeah, you still managed to.
I think I'm doing this too effectively. Whoops.
Yeah. That minus 5. Yeah, she's not look. She's bleeding heavily.
Sorry about the issues with Becca's mic. Her net isn't behaving today.
Yeah, it's not beginning today. Dallas, it's your turn.
Okay, Henrietta still has Leon, and so she'd be able to get Angel up if anything bad happened.
I'm down to 3 health.
Yeah. And Angel's down to 2.
Oh,
Yeah, you might want to give us a hand.
yeah. The question is who. Well, I mean, I'm not stepping in.
I mean, you can step in and then step out.
Yeah, that's the plan. I only. This isn't what I wanted to use my last spell slot for, but desperate times. I'm gonna cast. I'm gonna cast Cause Fear on the. Or on what's her name?
On the captain?
Yeah, Frey. Her.
Okay. So he
DC
needs to make.
Yeah,
This
DC
is-
13 Wisdom. They save.
She is unaffected.
Well, there goes my last spell slot.
Okay. The Dravine, the retainer, sees her captain in serious danger and comes in from behind Rook
No.
with a dagger. You somehow manage to duck out of the way of both swings.
I almost don't believe that with my 13 armor class.
Oh yeah, I forgot. The retainer clicks its boots together and tries to come in for an attack, but they both miss. He's going exceedingly fast and he moves away.
Okay, so he disengages?
Yeah, he's moving
He's
away,
wearing
but
boots of
he's-
speed, so he can
Yes, he's
disengage without taking attacks of opportunity.
Yes,
Okay.
exactly.
That's what I was thinking.
Okay, top of the round, the fire is beginning to spread. Seeing this, after dealing with this Vulcan over here, this other Vulcan who is not the captain, this little owl charges up something from his shield, and a gust of wind bellows, buffeting the fire until it's no more. Henrietta, what do you do?
I'm trying to decide between lay on hands and cure wounds.
And whichever you think is better.
Well, I don't know what to roll for lay on hands.
You should have gone over
Yeah, you
your
don't
stuff.
roll for lay on.
Alright, I'll do lay on hands. So, Paladin level times 5.
Yeah, it's hit points level times 5.
You should be keeping track of that because you've used some of it before in this session, in this fight.
Anyway, so 5 times 2 is 10. So
Yep,
that gives
you
me.
get 10 hit points back.
Okay.
Okay. Fluff begins is still panicking. The wolf continues to bear down on Angel, going for the neck. Your armor is too tough, though. It manages to chip a tooth. Ray, seeing that Rook is now on her back,
Grappling her, mind you.
yeah, whirls around and tries to bite him. What's your armor class again?
13.
Okay. So both of those miss. He's snapping at you viciously.
I say stop that.
Rah! Get off! Angel, it's your
I'm
turn.
good.
Angel, it's your turn. So another sacred flame? Okay.
I can't do anything else.
On the wolf? Okay.
I mean, I can hit him with my frying pan, but that would do.
The wolf is suddenly on fire. It immediately winches and backs off. It's
Okay.
not doing so hot. Rook, it's your
Okay, well, I'm gonna kind of continue grappling her, just kind of like holding the dagger to her throat, but not trying to slice into her by mistake this time.
Okay, so it's just normal. Just a non-fatal blow. Sure, go ahead.
With dagger, or just with unarmed?
You can use a dagger, you can use the pommel of the dagger.
I guess.
No, it collides with her armor. It doesn't work. She's flailing around too much. You can't exactly a good can't get a good hit on her. Dallas, it's your turn.
Alright, I'm gonna. Okay, I know that fast boy could prove to be a problem if not taken care of, so I'm going to snipe him with Ray of Frost.
Which one?
The one wearing the boots of speed.
The Turbine? Okay.
Ignore
Yeah,
the
that does hit.
So 7 cold damage.
Yeah, 7 cold damage. He immediately slows down. You still have your movement.
Oh right. Then I'm gonna hide back. And
Okay, you're behind cover again. He's okay. The retainer, having been the boots are malfunctioning now because of the Ray of Frost and has to move normally. So instead, she's just gonna continue trying to get Rook off of her captain with more dagger swings. Those both hit squarely on your back.
Ouch.
You take 9 piercing damage total.
There we go.
Okay, top of the round. Seeing you all in serious danger, the owl decides to come in. He's like, oh, help. And he attacks with a short sword.
Yeah, get the pest off me.
Working on it. He manages to cut her down.
Oh no.
Manages to knock her unconscious. Henrietta, what do you do?
Well, now that I got some health back, I'm going to take my revenge by using my longsword on her for the first time.
Alrighty.
Wish me luck. Ooh.
That is definitely a hit. Yeah, you manage to hit her squarely in the arm. She's not looking so hot. While she continues to panic. The wolf, seeing his master in danger, decides to go over and try to attack Rook instead.
God damn it.
It manages to bite you for 7 piercing damage. Make a strength saving throw. You're knocked over. You are now knocked onto the ground.
Oh, okay. This is not gonna look good.
Okay. With the Mopplot ferret now off of her back, she continues to focus down Henrietta. It's like, I'm going to murder every single one of you. She manages to hit you both times with her short sword. You take 11 piercing damage.
Who takes that?
Henrietta.
Alright. Henrietta's unconscious.
Oh, for
Wait.
Pete's sake.
Oh, jeez. Angel, it's your turn. They're the dying, okay. You are now stable, but totally unconscious right now.
That's my turn.
You have to move in close to do that.
No, I
so
don't.
It's a touch spell.
No, I'm a grave cleric.
Oh, okay.
I get 30 feet.
Okay, gotcha.
I'll change that actually so that there's no confusion.
Okay, gotcha. You have a wolf bearing down on you. And also your paladin is down.
Okay, I guess the immediate danger would be well, with the wolf on top of me, I guess I take my dagger. And
Yeah, the wolf is just snarling at you.
Okay, I guess I'm gonna try and stab it in the throat.
Okay. The wolf is dead. You managed to stab it in the throat and throw it off of you.
And I guess I'll use my movement speed to I guess get up.
Okay. I mean, you dealt more than 3 damage instead.
Even without the sneak attack,
Yeah, even without sneak attack.
which I should not have had anyways. Whoops.
No, it's fine. Angel was right next to it, so you still had sneak attack.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Can you use your movement to get back up? Like, Alice! Your friends are in serious danger.
I noticed. So, hey, so I'm gonna Ray of Frost Prey. Try and aiming for a non-lethal spot on her body, preferably.
You can't non-lethal range spells. You can only do that with melee. Or with the ring that we homebrewed for Katai.
Okay, so you managed to strike her in the leg. She's not looking too good, but she's still really pissed off.
Damn it.
Ray's retainer is unconscious. Henrietta is unconscious. The wolf decides to come in to help finish
I thought
the
the wolf
job.
was dead. Or the owl, yeah.
The owl. Sorry. Oh, well, me. He decides to smack her with the flat side of his sword and knocks her unconscious.
Okay, that ended.
The
Deus Ex.
battle is over.
That was very much Deus Ex.
Yeah.
However,
Well, you guys were going to TPK, so I had to.
We had her.
Don't say that, Becca. Come on, you know better.
Well, anyways.
So, okay, so this is the Jerbian who's running away with that healing potion, right?
Yep. He's dead.
Alright, so I'm gonna pick up the healing potion, walk over, and just dump it on Henrietta.
Okay, so that's 1d4 plus
It's 2d4.
or 2d4 plus 2. Yeah. You awakened.
Okay, so she's unconscious, right?
Yeah, she's totally unconscious.
Oh, not dead. So my plan can still go through. I'm gonna my last spell like ability I I'm gonna cast charm person in on her while she's unconscious.
Henrietta readies her mace to bash the Vulpin's head in.
Hey, put it down,
And because she's unconscious, she automatically fails it.
Right. Okay. So she's charmed.
Okay. And I kind of and like I just like sort of slap her on the face to try and wake her up. Now, would you like to now, friend. Now that you're all calm and cool, would you like to come quietly?
Well, you seem like a reasonable young man, so I guess so. I could use a bit of help.
Yeah. Well, go with this nice. Go with this nice owl. He'll escort you to a medical tent.
He salutes you. He's like, right away. And he helps spray along as well as this unconscious Smallpox and decides to leave the encampment.
Yeah. Well, I imagine they're getting plenty out of her.
Mm-hmm. Rook is just gonna inspect the cabin, try and look for any, I guess, documentation.
Okay, most of the tent is now a smoldering pile of ash.
Yeah.
Was there anything in sort of like other binding or?
Okay, but thankfully, there is some stuff in here. Some coffers that are scorched but remain relatively untouched.
Okay, if there is a lock on it, I would like to break them.
There is no lock on it. You open right away. It's filled with 350 gold pieces. As well as... Okay, let me just write all of this down on chat. Inside is gold, gems, and all sorts of miscellaneous utensils. And other treasures.
I'm gonna nod my head and just start stuffing my satchel.
Yeah. And in the meantime, Talus is gonna his boots.
So, yeah.
There.
Do you share that treasure with the group?
I have to share it.
No, I'm asking Rook. Rook, do you share that treasure or do you try to hide it?
I'm gonna try and hide half of it. I'm going to, try and stuff as much as my satchel before I'm within the field of view of somebody.
All right. Well,
look what I found.
Angel can actually see where you are, so you're gonna need to roll a sleight of hand.
Okay. Tower. You notice that Frey dropped a couple things as she left.
Well, my passive wisdom is 15.
Yeah.
So, you notice that Angel is looking right at you. But, again, Angel has no idea what you're doing or what any of that is worth. So, for all she knows, you're dividing it up evenly.
Okay, I'm gonna kind of call over Angel. It's like, hey, you want to help me out here? Just kind of help me load this
Oh, sure.
Okay, and I start
Okay,
stuffing, like,
so
maybe
Okay,
like a quarter of the loot into her bag.
Okay.
Okay, and no one else needs to know about this. Okay,
Alright.
you can. Okay, it's for you to buy what you wish, and yeah, you can
Okay.
think of this.
I think you should give some to Talus at least.
Okay, you can do that. Your money.
Meanwhile,
Never gonna let that go, are you?
meanwhile, Dallas, you find two objects on the floor where Frey left. Firstly, you find her sword. It's a short sword with a rose insignia on the pommel.
is there anything magic about it, or is it just a nice decorated sword?
It's just a really, really nice sword. But it's something that all the captains seem to have, apparently.
Hmm.
That might be useful. You also find a brooch of shielding that she had as well.
Hey, I don't know how often I'm going to take force damage, but I will be taking that.
Alright.
And
And
then
then there's the
Kirby's boots. I noticed he had boots.
yeah, the Jervine does indeed have boots of speed.
You got anything else?
Let me just check real quick. The thief also has 3 daggers on it and a suit of leather armor.
Dan.
Alright. So,
Alrighty.
everyone, I did the money really quick. So, 200 GP went to Angel, 400 GP went to Rook, and 100 went to Henrietta and Talus. Also, Talus, Angel hands you an extra 50 GP, so you actually get 150 GP.
Alright.
Again, I guess I come out of the tent with the remaining loot in my arms and dropping some of it on the ground, saying, "Hey guys, look what they were hoarding."
Okay. You also retrieve all of your stolen items from the thieves.
Yeah, great.
Oh, and also you find the other 40 GP that Frey had, that you gave to Frey.
How much did I have then? Because I didn't write it down.
Oh yeah, it was 20, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you find the 20 GP that Frey had.
No, I meant the money that got stolen. Was it 10?
Yeah, it was 10.
Okay. So, what are you gonna do about the money we gave to Frey? Split it?
Yes.
I'd say it's all Angel's money. She did pay she did pay Frey.
So, with the leader nowhere in sight, Elderheart's forces bearing down on them, any semblance of order among the bandits disintegrates. They flee in every direction, taking what they can and abandoning the camp. A cry of victory rises from the assembled citizens. The day is won, but at a heavy cost. Some of the guards and other Alderites begin coming into the camp to investigate other things, other stolen goods, as well as hostages.
Yeah, like I'm. Oh wait, as they get in, still like glance the tents, the tents to see if there's anything good in them.
Not much, just basic amenities, bed, tables, lantern.
Yeah.
Okay, in the top tent here, you do hear muffled noises. You want help? Can someone please help me out?
I look.
Okay, inside you see a couple of bird folk trapped that have been hog-tied on the floor. One of them was a rooster. It's like, hey, are you the ones that actually managed to drive them off?
Yeah.
Oh my good golly gosh, thank you so much. Can you let us out, please?
Sure. I cut them free.
Okay, all the meadow fenners are now free. So, I must thank you very much for helping us get out of this sticky situation. And eventually, if he walks out, Henrietta, you recognize him immediately.
Bryce Cluckenshire, you pea-brained fool!
Henrietta, my sweet darling, I knew you'd come to rescue me.
Sweet darling! Henrietta then goes up and whacks Bryce on the head.
Oh, why?
Where have you been?
Oh, well, we were investigating Ash Barrow during the fires, and then the bandits were upon us. I, of course, did my very best to hold the line, but they got the better of me. And they stuck me here.
You mean you tried to bluff your way out and ended up getting captured?
I mean, who would...
Yeah, she doesn't buy any of his poppycock.
They were going to send me over to their headquarters and ransom me off, but you came to rescue me just in time.
We
Thank
didn't
you
even
very
know.
much.
Henrietta folds her arms. We didn't even know you were here.
Oh, you would be.
Well, for one thing, your father's gonna be... your father.
Oh.
Once I send you back to Meadowfern.
Well, I'm sure they're all worried sick about me.
Yeah,
And
no,
the
pretty sure. And let's not forget, your pa's gonna give you the whooping of a lifetime.
Indeed. Well, we should probably head back as soon as possible. Who's with me?
Henrietta's she's rubbing her temples. How we stayed friends for so long baffles.
Okay, so... leaving traces of the battle behind, the remainder of the Perch Guard and the militia return to Alderheart.
Okay. I'm just going to try and run off to the Charmed Frey and try and convince her to write a nice letter.
She's already gone.
Damn it.
There we go. So you're back at Alderheart. Honoring their sacrifices, the fallen are transported to the front in a somber parade back to the city. Those who can't carry themselves are carried on makeshift stretchers, while the injured are helped along the trail home. Despite heavy losses, you are all welcomed back to Alderheart as heroes. What do you do? You're back at the city now.
I didn't actually get to sleep, so I'm gonna go do that.
Before you do, the captain of the guard decides to come in and greet you on your way to the front gate. He says, "Oh, you're back. I heard the news. You managed to take down the bandit captain, along with another individual. We'd like to see the Birdfolk Council would like to see you all immediately."
Can I go get? Can they wait for me to sleep?
Oh, this is very important. They called for an emergency meeting.
Uh-huh.
I'm very sorry. I'm sure you've all very tired from your journey, from your expedition. Please follow me.
Talus has guys.
Okay.
Henrietta joins up with the others. Well, I left Angel with healing the injured hostages, so I wouldn't wish Bryce on her.
Angel wouldn't go up there unless you literally dragged her kicking and screaming
Yeah, I figured Henrietta figured that, so she left her down there.
Oh, I see. Well then, please follow me to the audience chamber. It is very important.
Just hang on a little longer, Talus. The sooner we get this done, the sooner we can get some rest.
So you're back at the audience chamber. Do you enter? So, you enter?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm gonna enter.
Okay, so
Hey, wait.
we must commend you for your bravery and skill, brave warrior. Says Vita. Center.
Sure. Like Talus thinks back, he was hiding behind, and cover and poking his head out to take pot shots at the entire fight.
Okay, well we have many questions about these bandits. Their numbers, their tactics, and which way they fled.
I may have many answers.
I mean, they fled in like every direction.
Hmm.
They did. They had hostages.
See. And you were the ones that rescued them, correct?
Yeah.
Yes, counselors.
Yay. Fear that there might be reinforcements in the near future, but until then, one of the other council members decides to speak up. Did any of you find any of stolen goods or anything
Henrietta
from the
gives
bandit camp?
Henrietta gives a sharp glance to Brooke. Did you find anything?
You realize that you also have a lot of other miscellaneous goods besides gold and gems.
Oh yes, there was like a lot of silverware they had. Like a conspicuous amount. I'm not sure why they were hoarding them.
No, I trust that you would be able to give those back so we can distribute them back to their rightful owner.
Oh yes, all these silver spoons. Yes, I'm sure all the rich bird folk would very much love their silver spoons.
The guard captain holds out their hand.
I start taking out all the silver utensils and just start piling up onto his hands.
Good, thanks.
Like,
So, in any case, we commend you all for your bravery. We would ask of your assistance in the future, but until then, you all deserve some rest.
Thank
And-
you. Talus turns around to leave.
He's had a rough day, counselors. Now, about sending some help to Meadowfen regarding the Ashen Fields.
Before that, I need to know something. So, Rook, you gave over all the utensils and stuff, yes?
yeah.
So you're down to 200 gold. Yes?
Oh, I said utensils, not like the plates or the urns.
Well,
Okay.
you gave them everything.
Damn it. So minus 200?
Yeah, minus 200.
Alright, that's all I wanted to clear up.
Alrighty. So,
I was only giving them the spoons.
no, you would have had to make a deception check to ferret some of it away.
Goodbye, my sweet shinies.
Oh well. You were saying, Henrietta.
About sending aid to Meadowfen concerning concerning the Ashen Fields?
Ash Barrow, yeah.
Ash Barrow.
We are still considering it. We will most definitely send aid over there, but it will take time. Once again, the Perch Guard can only be spread so thin these days. Yeah?
Well, as long as you can take care of that before it gets worse.
Of course. After all that you've done for this city, we are grateful. Now I trust it has already been a long night. We will speak again some other time.
Okay. Rick would like to approach the crow that spoke up.
The Raven for them? Okay.
Yeah. Tal said something. What?
No, I didn't say anything.
Tal said something.
So basically, Talus was about to leave, and he sees Rook go, stepping up to say something. He's like,
He grunts.
Okay. Well, anyways, I would like to tell the Corvum that I may or may not have insider knowledge about the Bandit Coalition, and are more than willing to cooperate and potentially act as an agent on behalf of the council.
I see. We will talk more about this later.
Yes. I would just like to have a little bit of what's the word I'm looking for.
Compensation?
Oh, not compensation, but more oh, what's that word of forgiveness for past deeds?
I don't recognize you.
Well, that's kind of the point. Let's just say I have insider knowledge of the bandit leader's inner circle.
See, we will discuss more of this in a week's time. Until then, you will deserve some rest.
Right. I look forward to cooperating with the council.
He waves you off.
Okay. And I guess that's it, right?
Yep. So, we're gonna take a bit of a break because all of you have leveled up.
Yay!
You are all now level 3.
Okay, what dice is 1d8.
double-digit hit dice. Oh, I've missed you.
You will be back in a little bit once everybody's been sufficiently leveled up.
Oh, good.
I'll rip Dallas.
So yeah, I am now at 24 hit points.
Okay.
Too many of these is why I no longer roll. If I can help it.
And I get my oath.
Level 3 character with 10 hit points. That is criminal.
Okay.
Also a wizard, so. Okay, so yeah, that means I am now taking the. Oh, Jesus. I'm now taking the roguish archetype mastermind.
Oh boy.
Yes.
Oh, that's gonna be fun.
Okay, so now I just need to add all that. Yes.
So yeah, everyone is now level 5. Level 3. In the meantime, I would like to ask everyone where they are, what they're doing in the next morning.
I'm going to be taking a long rest to get my HP back.
Yeah.
Same here.
And I would like to be asking the perch guard if there were any documents found on Frey, such as letters to or from the command.
Okay, but before that, how many of you decided to rest at the local inn?
I did.
Okay,
Yeah.
Henrietta did, and I imagine Talus also did.
Yeah.
And Ruth. While
Yeah.
Angel slept by the roots. Okay. So, the next morning, you find that the inn is a lot more lively this morning. And you see a familiar owl as you walk down the stairs.
It's that Sprig from the bandit.
Oh,
From the
yeah,
bandit.
the Strig. Yeah.
Sprig.
Okay. They seem to be caught up in quite a conversation of heroism. Discussing what happened last night. He eventually waves them off. And you finally get a chance to actually speak to them.
Howdy.
Oh, hello. How are you?
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Thanks for saving our hides back at that cave.
Oh, it was no. Well, thank you very much. Well, you're the real heroes here, helping to take down the bandit captain. I just stepped in to make sure you're all okay.
Well, there had been some close calls.
Mm.
Jill, we couldn't have done it without your help.
He's right over here, by the way.
Yeah,
Just
I
so
know.
you're aware.
Yeah, I know. I was wondering why you didn't bring him over here.
No, he's sitting over here.
Yeah, I'm just going to be kind of over here on the couch, just kind of lounging near the heron. Hello.
Hello. How do you do? The name's Riffin. Pleasure to meet you. I'm from Ashbarrow, you see.
I see.
Hold on. So, what brings you here to Elderheart? Don't think I've seen any of you before.
Who's talking?
Riffin.
Okay.
That was... Okay. So, what brings you to Elderheart?
Well, I'm here to be a merchant.
Okay. I see that you all have decided to come over to this table, so... He decides to move, carrying a big flagon of ale with him. Which is comically large compared to his tiny body.
So, what brings y'all here, Riffin?
Oh, well, you see, I was from Ashbarrow, and I managed to escape the recent destruction thanks to an old friend of mine. His name was Oddwald Ebenhart, a Corvin. I was so sure he'd be able here at Alderheart, but I haven't seen him. He's gone without a word. Been looking for him ever since. And then the bandits attacked the city. You know how it is.
Yeah, I'm from Meadowfen, and we sent some of our warriors and paladins up to take care of Ash Barrow, but they all hadn't exactly come back.
I heard.
So I see some of them managed to be captured by those low-down bandits.
Yeah, indeed. It looks like all the Meadowfenners were taken hostage there. It's a shame. But I'm glad we managed to rescue them. He lifts his ale up for a toast.
Chalice isn't not being a right now.
Now. Well, in any case, I owe Wald, even if he might not accept it. Maybe it's strange. I just know he's gotten himself into something. He needs my help. That's why I was off. That's why I'm here. After all, I was just actually thinking of leaving to look for him.
Do you have any idea where your friend went?
I have some ideas, maybe at our old haunting grounds.
You mean Ash Barrow?
Well, not
You mean-
Ashbarrow, but thinking over at Brackenmill.
Brackenmill?
That's to the south. It's directly south of Alderheart. Nice farming community. Okay, so. Well, it was nice talking to you, Miss Henrietta. He raises a talon up to shake your hand.
Henrietta holds up her wing and shakes his.
Who knows, maybe we might see each other again on the road.
Yeah.
Farewell.
If we do manage to find your Corvin friend, you want us to send him in a different direction?
Oh, I'm sure if you just mention my name, he'll listen.
Yeah, but where do you want us to send him? You want him to send him over here?
I'll send him over to Brackenmill. I'll be hanging out over there for quite some time.
All right.
Alright.
Take care of yourself now, you hear?
You as well. Farewell. Anyways.
What a strange little bird.
Okay, out of character, that is a very cute bird.
I know, he's adorable. But you will not see him again for some time.
Don't say that, okay, come on.
Yeah, anyway. Meanwhile, back in the bridge. What's Angel doing right now?
Angel is sitting by the fire.
Again, in the middle of the day.
Well, I didn't know it was daytime. I thought it was evening, but in that case, she's just sitting near the tent.
Yeah, so, a familiar face appears. He comes in with a wave. Hello, again.
Good day.
Oh, I heard about what happened last night. Are you okay?
I'm fine. I've slept it off. I'm feeling much better.
Oh, alright. I was also being to ask. The Harvest Festival's coming around soon, and there's gonna be a big party in the Underfall. You wanna come?
Is it above ground?
It's actually in the root. There's this big mansion they built there. Not sure why they did. But the guy who owns it is super nice. He's letting everybody in for food and stuff.
I'd love to come.
Especially after what happened last night.
I'll be sure to tell my friends then. I'd love to go.
Okay. Also, do you have any more food?
Angel looks to him and is going to give him 80 gold.
Oh my gosh. This is so much, thank you.
Take this money and, I'm sure that should hopefully be enough to pay for some lessons. And, then you can, get some lessons and get yourself a proper job.
Oh my gosh, you're too kind, Miss Angel.
No problem.
Thank you so much. Hey, he runs away.
Angel waves him off.
Okay. So with that, Brooke, you said you wanted to interrogate prisoner.
Well, I would like to speak with the purge guard to see if they gotten any letters to or from the bandit command.
Okay, so you go to the council plaza. There's still quite a line over in the council chambers, but you do decide to ask around, and they point you over to this direction where the jails are.
I'd like to go to the jails.
Okay, you enter the jails. It's pretty cozy inside, at least from the main office. What greets you is a really gruff-looking Strig poring over a whole bunch of papers. He doesn't seem to notice you coming in.
Okay, I walk up to the table just kind of casually and just kind of knock on it to get his attention.
What? Oh, another one. What are you doing in here?
Yes, I am coming to see if the bandit captain we apprehended earlier had any documentation.
He eyes you over suspiciously.
I swear, they won't leave this building. They do.
Well, you're going to have to take a guard in with you. Safety procedures, you know.
Well, that's not what I'm asking. I'm asking if you confiscated anything from her, such as letters, documents.
She didn't really have any paperwork on her, but she did have this obviously pilfered studded leather armor.
I kind of scrunch up my nose at the word filthy. I'm like, well, I'm not really after that per se. But I guess
I say obviously pilfered, not filthy.
Oh, I thought I said filthy. Whatever.
And also this bronze ring.
I would like to see if it has a sigil on it.
It just has studded rubies on it. It looks like it's just very expensive. It looks very valuable.
Might I see it?
He hands it to you. Don't go swirling off with it.
I would like to see the prisoner.
Very well. I'll let a guard in for you. He motions over to the guard and opens the door for you. Don't be too long.
Okay.
What was that, Dallas?
This is the same woman I charmed. I don't know if that makes any difference.
Well, that only lasts for so long, doesn't it?
It only lasts for an hour.
Okay.
And it's already been an hour. And you see, along with a number of other bandits stuck in pretty dismal looking cells. Spray is in one of the middle of them. She is wearing just common clothes, and she's just sitting there, eyes to the wall, just looking absolutely pissed off.
Okay. I would like to stand relatively close to her cell, but kind of like out of arm's reach. Just in case he tries to grab me or whatever.
Yeah, she looks over her shoulder and sees you, and she's like, "Oh, it's you. What do you want?"
I don't know, I was wondering if you've heard any word from Command of late. I kind of look over to the guard and just like I kind of like give him a sly wink.
The guard remains stoic and does nothing. Can't say I have. I was simply ordered by the general herself to guard that outpost, which you all decided to charge in.
Yes, that was a little bit of an unfortunate mess, you know. Small sacrifices.
You're a traitor, aren't you?
I step a little bit closer and kind of like I flash her ring.
That's my ring.
Traitor is a strong word.
What are you doing with my ring?
Oh, this is your ring?
She's glaring at you.
I kind of lean in and kind of like whisper to her, like, I need you to write a letter.
Well, I'm not. After what you and your friends did the other night, I'm not keen on going through with your demands.
Okay, I guess I'm keeping the ring then.
Make either a persuasion check or a deception check.
I think it would be persuasion at this point.
Yeah.
Oh, did I make a?
Yeah, you made a double. You made a double check.
Whoops. So, yeah,
Okay, she groans and she says, "All right, fine." But I don't have any paper or pens in here.
I turn to the guard. It's like, hey, can you get us a notepad?
He quietly walks out. After a minute,
Okay.
he comes back in with a piece of paper, and a notepad, and a quill.
But in that moment, I would kind of like to whisper to the phrase, like, you have a man on the inside.
Make a deception check. He kind of scoffs at you and is like, "What kind of inside man goes to a fortified outpost, takes it over for the bird folk, and gets as heroes?"
I kind of step away, kind of like flourish with the ring in my hand. It's like, oh, the kind that's just trying to make an appearance, you know.
Nah. The guard comes back in with a piece of paper and a quill. And he goes back over here.
Okay. So I would kind of like to lean close. It's like, I need you to write a letter telling the captain everything that happened.
You mean the general?
The general, everything that happened. And that there is someone on the inside that's willing to talk with them.
No guarantees. He swipes the paper and quill from you. And begins writing.
Begins writing?
He begins writing.
Okay. I guess I'll wait for her to finish writing.
She's already done.
Okay.
He gives it to you. There's only 2 words on it. It says F off.
It says what?
It says F off.
F off?
Yes.
Okay. I kind of look over and it's like I kind of shrug and it's like, right, I guess this ring isn't that important to you.
At this point, I could care less. I'm going to die here anyway. There's going to be a reckoning.
That may or may not be true, unfortunately. I guess there's other avenues I'll have to take.
You don't even know where our main base is, do you?
Yeah. Don't really need to know. I just need to know where one of us is.
Well, it's not like any of the other bandits are going to tell you.
Well, no one really knows I'm a traitor if you're the only survivor, right?
Make a deception check.
I'm also not really threatening her per se, she said.
She's being very tight-lipped.
I kind of shrug and kind of like walk towards the door. Fine. Well, next bandit we'll find. I'll get the ball rolling. Until the meantime, have fun rotting.
There's
And
a
as I
way
walk
with
out the
you.
door, I kind of flip.
Yeah, okay.
Which may or may not be a racist gesture to all the bird folk.
Yeah, it's racist. The guard doesn't really do anything. He locks the door behind you. Okay. Did you get any information out of her?
Well, apparently this ring is very important. If you get her to write her last will and testament, that would be very appreciated.
Yeah. I doubt it. These bandits are very tight-lipped.
Yes, she also might be partially suicidal, so keep a close eye on her.
I'm sure we will.
Okay. And,
Thank you for your services. Now get out of my office.
Very well. Bid you adieu. As I walk out with the ring.
Yeah, you walk out with the ring. It's about roughly 480 gold pieces.
Gold jewel ring.
It's a bronze ring with rubies on it.
Bronze.
It's very ornate. You could probably sell it if you really wanted to.
Ring worth 480 G.
480 gold pieces. Yeah.
Okay. I'm just gonna pull that off away from the rest of my treasury. I'm planning on using it a little bit later.
Okay. You still have the whole reckoning, as you mentioned, in the back of your mind.
Well, that could have gone better.
Yeah. Tell us, what are you doing?
Well, I mean, I'm copying that spell. That's gonna eat a couple of hours, and then
Okay.
I'm not really sure.
Alright, you're still at the Wooden Flagon, I imagine. Everyone else has decided to leave somewhere. Meanwhile, and then, let's see here if I can find it. Someone decides to come into establishment and call for your name. It's Aluma with wearing a postal outfit. It says, a letter for a Mr. Tallis?
Okay, I'm gonna roll perception for Talus because he's pretty focused on what he's doing right now.
Okay.
He doesn't notice.
Excuse me, do you happen to know where I can find a Mr. Tallis? I have a letter for him.
Sure, that's... yes, I know him. If you give it to me and I'll see that he gets it.
Oh, of course, of course. He hands you a letter.
Yeah, like, I put it on the table and keep working on the thing.
Okay. Thank
letter-
you for your assistance. And he leaves.
Yeah. And then once I get copying down the spell, that's when
Okay. You definitely recognize the handwriting from a long, long time ago. It's from your uncle. Twice removed.
Oh, great.
Do you want to read it out loud?
Oh. Well, show it to me first, and then I'll decide if I want to read it out loud.
Okay, I'm trying to show it off for some reason. It's not giving me any prompt. It should be in the notes for players handout.
I got it though.
Oh, okay.
Oh, this is embarrassing.
Oh goodness. Oh God, no.
Of all the people to get this letter, it's the mastermind.
And well, like, oh, no. Oh, please, no. Oh, making waves was what I didn't want to do.
Well, you certainly did. Do you want me to read it out loud, or do you want to?
To my dearest nephew, Talus, it has been literally ages since we've last spoken to each other. Don't think you know. How have you been? Trust you are doing well despite our lack of communication the past several years. I have heard news of your valorous victory at bandit camp last night. As of writing this letter, I'm surprised you've made a name for yourself in Alderheart, and I am so very proud of you. I will be hosting a party at my mansion in the Underfall all this Harvest Festival's Eve to celebrate. You simply must come and tell me of your exploits. Feel free to bring any of your friends along as well. I'm certain you're all deserving of a time off. Your doting uncle, Wallace Uxbridge. Oh, God.
Go.
Talus.
You want to go? I mean, he is your uncle twice removed, and he's a pretty chill guy as far as you're concerned.
And I mean, not really, because as again, Talus doesn't really want his face to be known. But now, out of character, I know that Aid probably good Magus there.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Because that's where she got invited. I did earlier.
Yeah, she got invited to the exact same place.
Well then, all right. Well, okay. You know what? Wallace is gonna. Well, Wallace doesn't know. Talus doesn't know that, so he's just gonna toss. Just like toss the letter out and decide. Nah, I won't go.
I don't think Henrietta is around, but
Henrietta's not around.
okay. What's Henrietta
the
doing
moment-
in the meantime?
As decided not to go.
Okay. So, what is Henrietta doing right now? In the meantime.
At this point, Henrietta had just taken her oath and is checking on Bryce
Okay.
and making sure that Angel is sane, still sane from being in this, despite being in the same vicinity as Bryce.
Okay, let's see here. Bryce is somewhere. He's somewhere around town. Let me see if I can get him out for you. There he is. He's walking around the trunk market, trying to get acquainted with everybody. And then he sees you, and he's like, Henrietta!
Oh, brother.
I've been looking all over for you. How have you been?
I've been right here.
Of course. There's this party coming up during Harvest Festival Eve. I was thinking of inviting you.
Party?
Yes. It is
Really?
to celebrate. Celebrate your victory against the bandit.
Is Angel listening in on this?
No, Angel is down the roots right now. She's not here.
Yeah, I figured I was down on the roots with.
No, you're still in the trunk market.
Huh. Well, I'd have to see with my party, but
It's going to be one of the biggest events in Tumblewood history, even though it's down in the Underfall, in the slum.
The Underfall?
Yeah, it's considered the slums of the city. Definitely not a nice place to be, but for some reason, some hoity-toity Vulcan noble decided to build a mansion down there.
Really?
Yes.
He must be out of his mind.
Oh, I agree. A lot of people around there think he's all good and righteous, but we all know he's hiding some kind of dark secret. But
Henrietta,
everyone's still going regardless.
I better see with my group.
Oh,
So
of course.
I must ask, is this mansion ground level? I'm serious.
Yeah. Yeah, of course. Of course it's at ground level. It's in the Underfall.
Because I'm pretty sure that once Angel gets a hold of this information, she'll want to go.
Oh, I'm sure she'll enjoy it, whoever she is. I don't think I've properly met her. Is she nice?
She is, but y'all best behave yourself around her.
Oh, of course. I mean, you're the only one who I have eyes on, you know?
Oh, really? What about all them other hens back at Meadowfern who fawn on your feet?
Oh, please. You know my heart is only set on you.
Henrietta just rolls her eyes.
Okay.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Rook kind of like walks by. It's like, get a room, lovebirds.
That's racist.
Good. Concern it, Rook. Then
Yeah.
Henrietta says, "Hey, there's gonna be a party at some mansion in the Underfall later."
I kind of turn on my heel and was like, what kind of party?
Big mansion party.
Well, you heard him. Big mansion party, celebrating the Harvest Festival.
I kind of nod my head and was like, I'll think about it.
Henrietta then calls to tell us, "We got invited to some sort of party in the Underfall. Some hoity-toity mansion."
Alice probably not listening. He begins to sweat.
Y'all okay?
Woodward is currently muted.
Yeah.
Always ask Angel for help.
Well,
I'm sure I'll be able to meet you there until then. Have a good rest of your day.
just stay out of trouble, will you, Featherhead?
Oh, of course, of course. Anyways, hope to see you there.
That fool boy.
Okay.
Knowing him, he's probably going to get us into a whole heap of trouble.
Alright. So, you continue down to the roots of the tree. And you find Angel and Fluffykins, who's currently resting next to a fire.
Howdy, Angel.
Hello.
Hey, you know that rooster that I was speaking to back at the bandit camp?
Yeah?
Well, he said we all got invited to some sort of party.
Oh yes, this lovely little child mentioned it as well. He said everyone's invited and there's free food and free drinks.
Yeah, but it's gonna be held in the slums. Called the Underfalls.
Not the slums, it's just in the roots.
It's technically the slum.
What I mean is, it's the poorest neighborhood
What's the poorest neighborhood?
where the people in that particular area of a town don't really have much money.
Oh, do they need
They're,
some? I can lend them some of mine.
I don't think all your gold is gonna help all them poor souls.
Ah, alright.
They'll need more than what y'all can give.
Alright.
Okay. What does everyone else do for the rest of the day?
I guess, hmm. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do, actually. I've, updated my character sheet.
Okay. Let me see if I can get this up here real quick. So, after a couple days of downtime, the Harvest Festival Eve approaches. The streets are alive with good cheer and also pumpkin spice everywhere.
By the way, if we have a couple days, then I'm just gonna I put the rest. I put the rest of those spells into my spell book.
Okay, you now have all the spells in your spell book. And now you have a completely useless book on you that you still need to get back to Winnowing Reach on.
Yeah.
No.
There was that mailman pigeon. You could
Yeah,
mail it back.
pigeon. There is a postal service up in the Canopy Market.
Probably send them. Oh, actually, how much was the fee for all the books?
10 gold.
Okay, yeah, I'll just send back the book.
Okay. So you do that. And eventually, the time of the Harvest Festival Eve approaches. You are all currently at the tavern, except for Angel.
Well, ready for tonight?
Absolutely not. I don't even have my best suit.
You have a suit?
You had time to get a suit.
I kind of like straightened my coat and was like, well, it's the Suns. I guess this will have to do.
I'm out of character. I'm betting it's lined with pockets inside on the inside.
That's likely. I
Maybe
imagine Talus is just sweating.
Yeah.
He has a nervous sweat.
Are you feeling alright?
Feeling great. Why?
Cause you're sweating more than I.
And nothing. Nothing.
Can I roll a perception check?
You can roll insight,
That's it.
but what you see is up to Talus.
He seems like he really doesn't want to go.
Do you not want to go?
Oh, not really. But I have a few. But I also know that Angel would drag me there anyway.
Well, that's true.
Alright. You guys meet up at the base of the tree?
Yep.
Yep.
Okay. You will meet up at the base of the tree with Angel. To pick up Angel. Yes. Your Dravine friend Harry has gone on ahead of you.
Hello.
Howdy. Oh, sorry, I thought Rook and Talus were right behind me.
We are.
Well, Rook is anyway.
And Talus is kind of solid, but
It's been a few days since I've seen you two. How are you?
oh, great. Just great.
Is everything alright?
Oh, why wouldn't it be?
Oh, you just sounded off for a moment there. I was worried you were sick.
Let's just get this over with. And Talus starts headed off.
Alright. Angel's gonna follow.
Okay. Everyone enters the Underfall. This place is cramped as heck. There are also a lot of shabby buildings and all sorts of humble folk living down here.
Yeah, I recommend we stick together.
Oh,
There's like there are also a couple of perch guard around at certain areas, just to keep an eye on things.
welcome
So,
to my side of
The not so nice end of town.
Yeah.
Immediately to your left, an orc is eyeing you with a sharpened spear.
Hello there.
He snorts.
let's find that mansion.
Okay.
And Talus just heads off like up in purposely in like a. He looks like he knows exactly where he's going.
Alright.
Um,
You pass by another Mapa who seems to be tinkering with things, and he goes, do I have a bargain for you? Oh, okay. Do I have a bargain for you, Nick?
Sorry, we're in a rush.
Yeah, out of character.
You have a bargain for me?
Oh, of course, I have this lovely wind-up toy just for 20 gold pieces.
Oh wow. It's wind up. Hey Talus, they got this
It's like
wind.
a little bit overpriced, don't you think?
Hmm.
Oh, is it? I wouldn't know. I'm not very good with money.
Angel, we're gonna be late.
Oh, right. I'm sorry. I'll come back later. And Angel scurries off.
Yeah, out of character. Actually, no.
It's right over here. It's over in this direction. This part is illuminated by strange stones embedded into the bark. There are some humble folk that happen to be mining some of it. For light sources.
Right, so I don't exactly know which spot to go to.
Just over in this direction. They eye you warily and continue working. And then, you eventually reach the mansion. Hey,
What does the mansion look like?
well, it has a lot of Gothic architecture, which is quite different compared to the ramshackle shelters you've all passed by on the way here. You see bright light coming from the dusty windows, and small, hardy shrubbery that looks to have been freshly planted outside the front door. On the porch, Talus, you see a familiar figure. A dark-furred, silverback vulpin with gleaming yellow eyes and fancy formal attire. It's your estranged Uncle Wallace.
No. Alright. Over with.
You alright, Talis? You look like you're in pain.
Kind of.
Hello!
Angel, you forgot your pet bat.
Angel would have left it to stay in the fire where it's nice and warm.
Just stay in the fire? Okay.
Yeah, she'll pick it up after, just because there's no so it can stay comfy, you know.
As soon as he sees Talis, he says, but isn't my favorite nephew at my hotel?
Hello.
How time flies. Oh, Talis, my boy, you've gotten a lot taller since I last saw you.
Henrietta gawks at Talis. Nephew!
Later.
Hello there.
I trust you all received my letter.
I didn't.
And they didn't, but then they got it. And they didn't. I actually ignored it, but then they got invited to this party anyway.
Let's continue chatting inside, shall we? Please come in, make yourselves at home.
Yum.
Okay. Let's not waste any more time chatting out here.
Yum.
Party is just starting to get into full swing. He opens the door for you.
Thank you for inviting us, sir.
Oh, don't worry about this. Please come inside, enjoy the party. And as soon as he opens the door, classical music echoes throughout the building as you adjust your vision to the sudden brightness of the main hall. There are people of all ethnicities gathered here, bird folk and humble folk alike. Many classes and ranks enjoying themselves, all crowded around different spots in the room.
Henrietta whispers to Talis, should we be on edge?
Wallace was always that one. Wallace was always that one uncle that no one in the family really liked to talk about.
There's a butler right next to you. He stands stoically as he bows to you. You see all around you, there are people dancing. There are these floating plates offering hors d'oeuvres to people. It's magic. Don't question it. There's a lounging area over to the immediate left. There's a friggin' buffet, which everyone is already gathered around, with one table specifically made for desserts. And there are a couple of people dancing with their significant others. There's bards playing instruments over in the corner, playing classical music. Wallace eventually joins you right from behind. It's as if he came straight out of nowhere.
Yeah, where'd you come from?
Oh, please pardon me, it's a forced habit. Make yourselves comfortable. If the main hall starts getting too much for you, you can rest in the dining hall and the living room to your right. I also have a bit of an art exhibit on display open as well, if any of you are
I'm just looking at Angel's token right now.
Yeah, she's stuffing her face on the desserts already with Terry.
Yep.
Okay, Wallace immediately motions over to Talis. Now, my boy, I hope you will pardon me for taking up any of your time. How have you been? I've heard much about you offhandedly. Apparently, you traveled all over Everdale for quite some time. You simply must regale me with all of your amazing adventures. He practically drags you over to a table.
Yes, Uncle, I think whatever you may have heard was exaggerated.
You begin to talk for a while. Meanwhile, Bryce comes in to see Henrietta. Oh, you made it! Welcome.
Right.
Cameraman?
Now, Bryce, you know I got 2 left feet.
That doesn't stop me.
Yeah, let's just say Bryce just grabs Henrietta and drags her to the dance floor.
Yeah, pretty much. Make a performance check. You have 2 left feet for sure.
I told you.
It doesn't matter to me at all, my sweetheart. Ow. You're stepping on his feet.
Yeah, funny that he's dancing with a chicken in a tin can.
Okay, Rook, what are you doing?
I guess I'm gonna be trying to find the most pompous-looking rich person in the room.
You see what looks to be a rather important-looking individual over at the buffet.
How important does he look? Like, what,
He's wearing the seal of Elderheart.
what does that? Do I know what that means?
It means he's a very, very important politician.
Okay, I'm going to try and walk over to the table next to him.
Okay.
Trying to, he's got nice pleasantries. It's like, oh hey, what a wonderful party. How have you been here long?
Oh, not long at all. I just got here actually. They make some really good food.
Making really nice what?
Really nice food.
Oh yes, the food looks delicious. I have not actually tried any myself. Say, that looks like a very important medal you have there. May I ask what that's all about?
This? Well, as you may know, I'm actually the magistrate here in Elderheart.
Oh, you're the magistrate.
Yeah.
I'm not sure we've been properly introduced. I'm one of the 4 heroes that actually, or one of the 5 heroes that actually helped rout out that bandit camp.
Ah, yes, I heard about that. The name's Gregor Thornsburg.
Gregor.
And you are? Gregor Thornsburg.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait for it down the list. Yes. Like, oh well, it's a pleasure to meet you, Gregor. I am Rook. I kind of reach out to shake his hand.
Yeah, he has hands.
Okay.
Okay, so Alice, my boy. I heard you've actually gone off to marry someone. How is she?
I have no idea what you're.
Ah, I see. Well, in any case, I heard you also decided how is the academy over in the area? I heard they had a lot going on over there.
I wouldn't know. I graduated years ago.
Of course, of course. And I also heard that you also traveled over to the west. How was that?
He was on fire.
Ah. I do. Oh, you're talking about the Scorched Grove. I was also talking about the, across the border.
Out of character. What was it like?
Lots of desert, lots of prairies, and it's run by cats.
There was lots of desert, lots of prairies, and it was run by cats.
Oh, you mean the Allurans, yeah. They're quite interesting, wouldn't you say?
Well, the last one.
They're all a bunch of merchant high lords. They're not very nice.
Yes, I noticed that.
So you continue to talk for a while. He also talks about him being a doctor.
Okay, yeah. Palace knows from experience that this particular story and particular telling is probably going to eat up the rest of the night.
Yeah, for sure. Angel, what are you doing?
Angel is eating.
Angel is eating. Perry is eating with you.
It is now an eating contest.
You made it. Well, this stuff's great, isn't it?
Yes! It is now an eating contest. First one to
Yeah,
four
it's an
loses.
eating contest. It's absolutely an eating contest. You see Perry diving right into the lemon squares.
They both share a competitive glance.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Okay. You do see someone trying to walk out into the main hall for a moment. And then he gets scared and walks right back into the dining hall.
Fair enough.
Okay. You recognize the snake person as Corn.
Fair enough.
Yeah, that's it. So, Dallas, my boy, I've been meaning to talk to you about something very important.
And what might that be?
Oh, well, it's why I invited you here tonight. You see, and then the entire thing goes friggin' black.
Oh,
The entire room is now black. It's just pitch darkness now. There are a couple of... The music stops, there's hushed concern going around.
Rook is
Henriette.
automatically stealth.
Okay. Your night vision begins to adjust a little bit to the darkness.
yeah. Yeah.
And Wallace also adjusts the darkness. He tries to get everybody to calm down.
I would like to steal the seal.
You have advantage to steal his medal.
Is that sleight of hand? Damn it. I guess I pushed him.
As you slightly push him over to the side.
I was like,
It's
what?
like-
Sorry. I can't see anything. What?
Look, I thought you were a moth pup. I thought they could see in the dark.
Well, it takes a moment for my eyes to adjust.
Okay. The lights eventually come back on. And then you hear a scream cut through the tension.
Oh,
Who died?
It's coming from over here. Over in the living room.
Henrietta leaves
Uncle.
breath.
Yes, Uncle. Is this your uncle? Is this part of the planned entertainment?
I'm afraid not. Something must have gone wrong. Please follow me. We need to investigate this.
Okay, while everyone's kind of rushing over there, I can't turn to the magistrate. It's like I would love to continue our conversation about the intricacies of government. In the meantime, it looks like there's a little bit of trouble. You might want to get your entourage and just leave.
Yes, that's exactly what I'm trying to do. Please excuse me.
Okay, I'll see you soon.
Every parties.
Bryce immediately comes with with a cold sweat.
Henrietta,
You went? Okay.
Henrietta was trying to knock on the door.
Yeah.
Alex pokes his head in.
A screaming Luma noble comes barreling past you. It's like, he's dead! Someone is dead!
Uncle, why does this always happen at your parties?
I'm not exactly sure what you're implying, dear nephew. Yeah, the
Henrietta,
butler is totally dead on the floor.
sorry.
So here's what happened. Illuminated by the fireplace is the butler. He's lying on his back with sunken eyes and a shocked expression. There is a
Huh.
visible red stain on the carpet where the butler's neck region is.
Usually in these stories, the butler is the one that did it.
You notice a very terrified snake person in the corner.
Corn?
I didn't do it. Please, I didn't do it. I just saw him like this.
Now calm down. No
Make
one's blaming
persuasion.
you.
Make a persuasion check.
Oh boy.
He's not calming down. He is freaking the heck out.
Brooke, give me a hand.
Okay, I go over and give him a swift slap across the face, like saying, "Snap out of it."
Make a
Not
persuasion
that
check.
hand.
Make a persuasion check with disadvantage.
A really aggressive persuasion check.
Yes, it's an aggressive persuasion check.
Did we ever establish
He
what?
very nearly bites your hand. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. I didn't kill him. I swear.
Calm down. Calm down.
Okay, we believe you. Now, did you see who did kill him?
I didn't. The door was open when the lights fell out.
Henrietta's going to examine the body.
Okay. Make an investigation check.
Oh, for
No.
Pete's sake.
No, it's fine. It's fine. You notice on his neck, beneath his black feathers, there are two perfectly circular puncture wounds.
Oh dear. Henrietta mumbles to herself.
You also find a note in his coat pocket.
I read the note.
It says, "Beware the vampire."
Vampire?
Oh, this again. Wallace begrudgingly takes the note.
What do you mean, again?
Well, a lot of the other nobles higher up like to spread rumors about me. You see, they claim me to be some terrible monster. Not. I'm really not. Okay.
Yeah, Henrietta's really too.
Okay.
What is it with my rolls today?
Okay, you can tell he's actually slightly telling the truth, but
Rook kind of would like to pop in a little bit, and it's just like, well, there's only one way to solve this. As I take something on the silver treasures from my pack and press it against his palm. Do you feel anything?
nothing happens. He's like,
well,
what?
that must be solved.
Rook, if he were a vampire, he wouldn't be this.
Dead or something. Oh, actually, no. Wait, where's Angel?
Angel's still stuffing herself in the face.
Yeah, she didn't even notice the lights going. She didn't even notice.
Yeah. Oh, actually, wait, no. Delay all that Talus wouldn't immediately come to that conclusion.
Mm-hmm. Well, let's see here. Wallace also inspects the body. Doesn't seem to have his master key on him. And then he goes over to check on this door. It's left ajar.
Well, I'm gonna glance at wounds. They seem the right like distance apart to have come to him from Wallace.
It definitely looks like something may have bitten him.
Yeah, but like, because it's basically but does the bite mark does the bite mark look the right size to be?
Maybe a little bit. It kind of looks like he's been stabbed with a needle. Twice. In the neck.
Yeah. Like, okay, but does it actually look like does this actually look like? Okay, does this actually look like somewhere, some place that somewhere could bite? Someone could bite someone because
On a bird? Yeah, probably.
I know biting a human on the neck is quite a bit harder than the movies make it seem.
Yeah. Okay, meanwhile, Bryce is outside trying to calm the entire crowd down because there's been kind of a murder going on. He's trying to make sure to get everyone out in the middle.
Have everyone gather in the ballroom. Make sure they don't leave.
Oh, of course, of course. He takes Corn with him gently, and they both go back to the ballroom. Oh, before I go, if you want to investigate the rest of the house, feel free. And he gives Talus his master key. This will open all the doors in the mansion.
Okay, good. Thank you.
Okay. Just be careful, though. There's been a bit. There are a couple of. How do I say it? There's a couple of security measures around the mansion. Just be aware of those.
Of course.
And don't do anything too reckless. The culprit still might be around. He takes Corn back to the dining room. So what do you do? Everyone is currently in the ballroom, and they all have hushed murmurs of concern. And Perry goes over to Angel. It's like, did you even notice that blackout?
What blackout?
And he overhears people talking, especially with the Luma, who saw the body post-fight. Something about a murder?
Angel grabs one of the trays straight from the buffet and says, "Oh, well, I better go see what my friends are doing." And she takes it and begins to waddle into the other room, still eating.
Okay, be careful.
Yep. What's going on?
I'm surprised you can eat in the presence of a dead body.
Angel glances down and then glances up and says, "We've seen a lot of dead bodies."
Half the stuff I eat is from a dead body.
Disgusting.
What is wrong with you people?
What? And we can't live if a feed.
Anyway,
I mean, there are livestock, so.
So, what's this about, him being bitten?
Apparently,
Someone tried
there's
to
been.
make a vampire, did it?
Oh, I can detect vampires.
I think it works better if you're in the same room.
I'm not using it yet, I'm just showing it to everyone.
Oh.
Okay.
If there is a chance there is a vampire, can you use that on the guests?
Oh, sure. And she takes her tray and turns and heads back into the other room.
Make sure they don't notice you doing that.
Yeah,
She's already gone.
A vampire, don't.
Alright, so Cat. So Angel is going to use that in the room.
Okay.
And as long as they're not blocked by a wall, so everyone in the room basically.
Okay. Something very strange happens. You don't really sense anything undead per se, but you do sense something coming from Wallace's earring.
That is not what I was expecting.
Angel is going to put the tray down and go up to him and say, "Excuse me, can I have that earring?"
Oh, this? Oh, this is a prized heirloom. I'm afraid I can't exactly give that to you.
Alright, please
Is
come
there-
with me. And she's already dragging you back to, and she's already
Oh.
dragging him back to the room.
Oh, okay.
She's going to basically lift up his arm and like she's presenting him to Talus and say, his earring seems weird.
Right.
You recognize the earring. He's had that for the longest time ever.
He's always had earring. Like, Talon is actually might have jumped out of it.
Kitty.
Okay, the window is unbroken. It's completely sealed. The only thing that's left ajar is this particular door leading out into the hallway.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, Uncle. Let's just. I'm just gonna ask you this once, just to say it us a lot. It us a lot out of confusion and heartbreak later. Are you?
He kind of stares at you for a moment, and then he smiles and says, "Of course, if I were a vampire, I would have told you already."
All right, and then I'm just gonna go through the door.
I can tell he's not a
Okay.
vampire. His earring just feels weird.
Yeah, he's always had that, and I never lets anyone else touch it.
It's a family heirloom. I always wear it for special occasions.
Okay, but apparently it feels weird. Does it do any kind of magic?
Well, I can sense undead, so the ring is undead? I don't know.
Ball strikes.
Okay, if you don't tell me you've been wearing a demulich around all these years.
No, don't be ridiculous. Just be aware that there is also a lot of magical mischief around the mansion as security measures. Do be careful out there.
Oh, very well. And in that case, I'm going. It's how long is it? 1 hour. Perfect. Okay, I'm gonna pull a pinch of talc and some powdered silver out of my component pouch and cast see invisibility on myself.
Okay. You now have the ability to see things that are invisible.
I know my uncle. And I go through the door.
Okay. You enter the main hall. Let me see if I can reveal this for you.
We should probably go after him.
Yeah. Also, once I'm done with that, I start casting detect magic as I go.
Okay. The entire mansion is magic.
Sir, if you can just keep everyone from seeing or even touching the body.
Yeah.
Oh,
that'd be...
So like the moment that detect magic ritual goes up, it's like, whoa, I'm okay.
yeah, it's like staring into the freaking sun. So, the room, once your vision has adjusted back to normal, the room leads to a very long, very narrow hallway. The lights don't appear to be working here, with the window letting in only a speckle of moonlight dotted by the canopy of the great tree.
Okay,
you immediately notice a pair of glowing red dots at the end of the hallway. They stare at you menacingly.
Henrietta, how about you go?
Oh, thank you.
Angel, come on back.
Angel's opening this door here.
Okay, you go into that particular door. Let me reveal that for you.
I didn't go in.
The light.
I opened it.
Oh, you need a key, and Talus has the key.
Yeah, I just opened
it. Yep, this room leads to the library. It's somewhat illuminated with candles, and a lot of the shelves are haphazardly stacked with books. It's also kind of dark in here, besides one candle in the back.
Alright, let's move on.
Okay. There is an open book on the desk.
We can examine it in a second. I just want to see if there's anyone else in here before Talos is...
It's dead quiet.
Okay.
Okay.
Henrietta holds up her mace, keeping her eyes on the other eyes.
They stare at you menacingly. But otherwise, nothing happens.
Easy does it.
I would like to sort of approach Henrietta from behind,
Okay.
kind of like keeping up, like right behind her.
Alright.
I swear, if you try and spook me,
There's another door to your right.
I'm gonna... Talos?
I unlock it.
Okay. Inside, let's see here. There's a dusty old table, chairs, and knee-high shelves filled with liquor and spirits. Not actual spirits, mind you. I'm talking about aged wine and such. It's an unused private dining room. The candle that's on the table that's somehow lit, though the wax has been melted quite a bit to the point of dripping over the dish and ruining the table. Okay.
Okay, I
But,
might as well unlock them all as we go.
Okay. Next room over. The first thing you immediately see is a birdfolk skeleton in the back of the room.
good
It is-
gravy.
It is unmoving.
I close the door.
Okay. The door locks by itself.
The skeleton's not alive, is it?
Wasn't moving.
No, it was completely unmoving.
Okay, so it's not one of those. Alright, keep it going.
I mean, isn't the saying your skeleton's in the closet, not on the ground?
I swear, you have a jump scare.
I do not. I'm just using you as the meat shield.
Alright, so the next room to your right.
Unlocking this room.
Okay. It appears to be a guest bedroom.
I bet someone died in that bed. Closing the door.
Okay. There's nothing. There's a layer of dust over all of the furniture.
Yeah, I can see.
Henrietta whispers, get ready for a fight.
Okay.
Okay, I would like to call. It's like, who's there? As I kind of ready a dagger to throw.
There's no response.
I'm gonna throw this knife.
Okay.
I suggest to you surrender yourself.
There's no response.
Oh.
It's very dark in here, but as you approach closer, you see that it's a direwolf, but it's completely motionless.
Oh, it's just, okay. Okay, when we get to it, I'm gonna sort of poke it with my mace.
Okay.
Over here.
Before that, we've got another door.
Okay, another door.
I'm opening door.
This appears to be the master bedroom.
Okay.
Well, obviously died in that room.
Is it covered in dust as well?
It's apparently covered in a thin layer of dust. There are two glowing red eyes in the darkness.
In this room?
No, coming from the direwolf.
Right, I'm gonna poke the direwolf with.
There's no response. It's just a taxidermied direwolf.
Oh,
yeah. All right.
Why is there a taxidermy direwolf here?
Well, why wouldn't he have a taxidermy direwolf?
Because that sort of thing. Yeah. And now I'm gonna unlock this room.
Okay, the first thing you immediately notice in this room is that there's a giant epic spider in the middle of the room.
Nope.
Good
I closed
God!
the door.
You immediately lock the door.
And then I closed the door and cracked it back open. Has it at all?
Oh, it's moving. It's hissing at you and taking up a defensive position.
Nope.
Oh, for B, for B
Nope.
corn's sake.
Nope. Nope. I locked the door again.
Okay, you close the door. It locks automatically.
There's just one more door.
What?
Okay.
Done.
Here.
Yeah, there's the room to your left.
Okay, I unlocked that door.
Okay, inside. This appears to be the armory. Let's see here. The room is illuminated by roaring fire in the back. You see within a number of metal objects. A large empty cauldron, weapon racks with variously shaped blades, maces, and shields, and a single solitary suit of birdfolk armor.
Rook would like to take this opportunity to commence a jump scare on Talus.
With a stealth check.
I'll check. By shutting the door quickly behind him, like slamming it.
Oh my god. You slam the door behind him. It locks automatically.
And you said, yeah, my uncle used to do that all the time. No?
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm gonna peek down this hallway.
Okay, let me reveal that for you.
But in the meantime, like, what's this thing right here?
It's a suit of birdfolk armor.
Okay.
It looks very, very old. There's no dust on it.
I'm gonna blow off round.
There's no response. It's just a suit of armor.
Well, let's see what's here then.
Okay, down the hall leads to the kitchens.
Okay, is this a door right here?
Yeah, there's a door right there.
Okay, is that into the kitchen?
Okay, you go into the kitchens. A savory scent wafts out of the door as you open it. The stove burns brightly through the grating, and you see barrels and baskets of foodstuffs in each corner of the room. The only noise you hear is coming from the middle of the room, on the table in front of you. It's a floating knife, chopping up fruit on a wooden cutting board before shoving the pieces into a nearby bowl.
Please tell me that is magic and not ghosts.
Well, I can see right now. It is just
Yeah, you see a vague outline of a Vulcan servant cutting the fruit.
common spell. Don't worry about it.
So,
It waves at you as you approach.
Howdy?
your uncle, does he keep the skeletons of his servants?
I don't know what that skeleton was, and I'm not sure I want to know.
I'm pretty sure it was a model skeleton.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but you can. I'm pretty sure it was a model, but you can never tell with him.
Oh, okay.
In this room, it just appears to be a typical storage room.
Alright.
And here, it's really gross in here.
Oh, what the heck is that?
That's a spider.
Okay, most of the shelf in this tiny space is covered in a sickly purple fungus. Long, thin tendrils sensing life begin to slowly and ominously reach towards you. You cast Ray of Frost at the violet fungus.
Well, more like at the tendrils reach me. It's like
Okay, roll to attack.
Okay, wait.
Yeah, it's fungus. You managed to snipe the tendrils away from you. It recoils, but it remains in place.
Yeah, probably not. Yeah, this probably isn't what did the murder. But I get. But Uncle will probably want to know about that. I work for
And
again.
a giant freaking spider.
Yeah, man, your uncle's weird.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, the rest of the family doesn't like to talk about him much. Okay, I'm gonna go back to that
Where's
dialogue.
the unseen servant? You can talk to him.
Well, actually, I'm going to examine all the knives and stuff up in this room. Does any of it look like it has blood on it?
No, just vegetable juice, fruit juice, really.
Harriet is gonna attempt to speak with the unseen servant.
Okay, you can't really see him because you can't sense invisibility.
And they're not-
Dallas, I need your help.
Did anyone come in here who wasn't supposed to be here?
The servant shakes his head no.
Said no. But I'm actually going to check. Like I know, like I'm actually gonna check the direwolf's fangs.
Okay, the fangs are untouched, although they are open.
Do they have blood on them?
Not really. No.
Okay, this isn't a weapon. Actually, we haven't looked in this yet. What's in this room?
That room is just another storage room. With more wine.
You don't suppose there's a chance the murder weapon's where that spider is? Do ya?
Let's roll that. Let's leave that idea for last, if at all possible.
Agree.
Okay. You might have to investigate the rooms a bit more thoroughly.
Then let's do that. We'll start with the library. There's all.
Okay. Okay, inside the library. Let's see if I can find this again. Okay. The books on the shelves here are mostly romance, horror, and children's picture books and mystery novels. There's one open on the desk.
What is it?
Henrietta goes to read.
Okay, let me bring that up for you.
Well, Talus is gonna look around. Burberry.
Okay, show to players. It's talking about vampires.
An in-depth guide to the supernatural vampire section. Vampires have many weaknesses. A wooden stake or a sharpened crucifix to the heart will paralyze them. Running water or holy water burns them like acid. They cannot enter another's residence without the occupant's invitation. And most of all, sunlight will scorch them permanently.
Love how Dungeons and Dragons actually got the wooden stake thing right.
Okay. There doesn't seem to be anything else of note here. All of a sudden, you hear a book fall to the floor.
Whoever did that clumsy. Some of these.
It ain't me. Where's this book?
It's just a crummy romance novel.
Oh. I was thinking
Okay.
it was something interesting.
Is there anyone invisible?
No, there isn't.
Like, I prioritized that spell because I thought this module would give me occasion to use it. Even the quality given to me.
You did manage to use it to see the unseen servant, though.
That's true.
Henrietta's gonna check the wine cellar.
Okay, the private wine dining room. Yay.
It kind
So,
of looks.
below
like-
cabinets have a lot of red wine, wine glasses. It's mostly red wine. There's also
I
a
don't-
crate of cheese.
How good is the cheese?
It looks like it's been sealed for a very long time, but you do see a label that says cheese on it.
Probably a stinky cheese.
Yeah. As you're looking at the crate, you also notice a much smaller bottle next behind the crate.
Hmm?
It's small and green and empty, and there's a familiar symbol on it. It's skull and crossbones.
Oh, someone. Oh, someone tried to poison someone.
Okay, do you read the fine print?
I suppose.
Okay. It says essence of violet fungus. Suggested dosage 1 drop. Side effects of overdose include total heart failure and organ failure, possibly resulting in death.
You don't suppose that fungus.
Okay. Again, I look like Uncle's got an infestation that he's dealing with, but I don't see how this relates.
At this rate, it looks like you should burn this whole place down.
Yeah, this place is
I
having
honestly-
haunted.
Even possible. All the magic that's been put on this place.
Okay.
Well,
Okay, next room. This one.
Okay, inside appears to be a private study. There's a bird folk skeleton in the back. It's motionless. Aside from that, the room appears to. Oh, continue.
Plastic.
Yeah, it's plastic. Aside from that, the room appears to be a private study with single desk, cupboards, and another lit candle, which is also almost melted down completely.
Okay, is there anything look like it's been disturbed very recently?
You do see on the shelves a lot of personal journals and anatomy tech. And it looks like it's been rifled through a while ago. Okay.
Anything particular?
There's one book in particular that sticks out, a journal. The rest, all of the anatomy texts are a bit too complex.
I did not go to med school. What's the journal say?
Okay, so it appears to be a journal written by Wallace.
I would like to look over his shoulder and at the text.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, it should show there. Yes, no?
Written journal.
Yeah. Something about his condition. All of a sudden, as you're reading it, you hear a clatter coming from the skeleton.
oh jeez.
And Talus waits a solid 3 seconds and then calmly looks over.
You turn around. There's no response. It's just a skeleton.
And was there anything there that actually disturbed it?
It doesn't look like it. The window looks to be ajar. Slightly. It might be the winds.
I'm gonna walk over and close the window.
Okay, you close the window.
Okay, this room.
Okay. Inside the very dusty guest room. Single bed, desk and chair, empty bookcase, and a fireplace.
Anything?
Make an investigation check.
All right.
Nothing of note as far as you can tell.
Mind if I take a look?
Sure.
Right. Please keep me in control.
Okay, you notice vaguely bird folk looking footprints in the dust on the floor. They lead directly to the fireplace.
There's some tracks here. They lead to the fireplace.
Okay.
You check the fireplace. It looks clean compared to the rest of this room. And also burnt. You notice a scrap of paper in the fireplace that's mostly burnt away, but you can make out some of the text.
Oh.
It's from handwriting you can't recognize. It says, "Destroy this message after reading."
Well, he got the important part of it. Jerk.
There's
Rook would
nothing
like
else
to-
in this room.
Rook would like to maybe investigate the master bedroom.
Okay, Rook, I would like for you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Yeah, like as he goes, oh, I wouldn't do that if I were you.
Okay. The moment you step through the door, a magic circle lights up at your feet.
Oh shit.
Magical energy quickly surrounds you, and you feel very strange. Your body begins to stretch, pull, and you rapidly shrink down.
Guys, I think I'm high.
Okay.
You're
What
high.
the rest of us see? What do we?
You see Root has been turned into a mouse.
As a reminder, Becca, my passive is 16. Just a
There
reminder.
we go. Okay. Rook, you are now a mouse. Everything is suddenly so much bigger than you were expecting.
Okay. I guess I'm gonna be scurrying off to the corners of the room, trying to look for little mouse holes.
Okay.
Following my little mousy instincts.
Okay.
You
The
don't
room
see
is also lit with a nearly melted candle, but it's pretty lavish and comfortable. There's a large double bed resting on a soft rug. Underneath the bed, you see a shoebox.
Okay, so I found a shoebox. I start gnawing at the corner
Okay.
because that's what mice do.
You've been polymorphed into a mouse.
It'll wear off in an hour.
Uh,
Okay, so
I don't suppose that's the only spell, is there?
Yeah, that's it. The magic circle has dissipated and vanished.
okay. Is there anything?
It was a glyph of warding.
Is there anything else in the master bedroom?
It doesn't look like it. It's just a box underneath the bed.
I'm gonna grab the box.
And I am
Okay.
hanging off the corner of it, trying to gnaw into it.
Okay, inside of the box is a very small key.
Look, I found something.
Squeak!
It's going to be-
You can't speak as a mouse.
Do I know what the cube?
The key appears to lead to something to one of the drawers in the office, which is next door.
Oh no.
Great.
Well,
You know, this probably had. I'm gonna check out the fire first.
Okay. The fireplace is filled with soot.
Okay, but important question. Ashton, does it connect to this fireplace?
No, it does not. There's a solid wall in the way.
Okay.
Angel, I don't suppose
No.
you know anything
I
that
was-
could turn to
I don't. I don't even. And sure. And I'm just gonna like sort of flick, and I'm sort of it's gonna sort of like flick him with my fingers until he takes enough damage to turn back into his regular form.
Okay.
Did you actually have a
Henrietta,
rook?
okay.
Did you actually have like a rook mouse token?
Yes, I had tokens for every single one of you.
Oh man, no, I want to see.
Level of preparedness.
In case one of you turned into it, what decided to go into it.
As for
first.
what spells I know, I don't have the list prepared because I'll do my leveling up after the
Okay.
session. So I don't know what spells I have, Dream, because I just unlocked level 2 and I need to go
I
through
was
them.
asking. I was
should have
asking.
You should have Ray. I know. You should have Gentle Repose and Ray of Enfeeblement. Ray. Right?
I'd need to go over them, and that's a 1 hour job, you know. I'd need to actually focus. I can't do it during a session. So I'll do it later.
Alice, just because I'd like you to make an Arcana check.
Just because. Why not?
Yeah.
But by the way, by now I will have popped my Arcane Recovery just to get back that spell slot I spent on the visibility.
Okay. Okay. You are aware of polymorph spells. If you hit him once, he should turn back to normal.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm just gonna. Yeah. So I'm just gonna. Yeah, I can turn him back to normal. I'm just gonna pick him up in my hand, and I'm gonna bonk him on the head.
Okay.
Okay, I am now. I guess like I magically pop back into Bison.
Yeah, you
Bizarre.
return back to normal. And fall to the ground. You now have a goose egg on your head.
Like, gee, thank you.
All right. I guess we have to go back past that spider now.
Oh jeez.
Okay.
All right.
You open the
Okay. Okay. I'll unlock the door, and then Henrietta go in.
You just want me to be spider bait, don't ya?
Well, you're the best meat shield here. Now go first.
Okay.
Door.
You
Okay.
open the door. The spider is screeching at you menacingly.
Can you understand us?
It still screeches at you menacingly.
I try holding up the key.
Nothing happens. It's super angry. But it's otherwise not moving from its spot.
Okay. I'm gonna poke it with Mage Hand.
It tries to slice at you, but nothing happens. Your mage hand actually goes through the spider.
Oh, it's an illusion. Okay.
You notice right below the spider there is a shining stone.
Okay, is there any way to switch that off? I can tell that's been affecting.
Okay. You can pick it up.
Angel.
Also, the spider just vanishes completely.
And just like and put it back on the ground upside.
Okay. It's just a fancy stone, but I'll show it to you anyway.
Anyway, so is there anything in here?
The drawer.
Yeah, there's a drawer. Okay. Hold on. Let me describe things for you in this office. With the spider gone, you can properly investigate the rest of the room. This is the office. There's a lone desk and a couple of comfy sofas around. In some investigation, you see a desk drawer with a lock on it.
Does the lock match the key?
Yes.
I slide the cube up.
Oh, the cube? I was talking about the normal key. Just the
Oh.
small key. Well, anyways,
Then.
the small key. Inside, you see a green orb and a note right next to it.
Oh. This is good.
Okay. It says, 2 red eyes to pierce the darkness. 2 green eyes to see the path ahead. It's a riddle.
Yeah. Figured as much.
Well, I mean, that dire wolf is probably the red eyes.
Okay,
What if we replace the where the direwolf is with the stone? That makes the. Did the spider have green eyes? I can't
The
remember.
spider was an illusion.
But did it have?
It had 4 eyes. Or actually, it's a spider. It had 8.
That wasn't what I asked. I asked if it had green eyes.
No.
Okay.
No, it had yellow eyes.
Alright, that's all I wanted to know. Then
Rick would like to go over to the direwolf in the hall.
Okay.
And try and see if he could pluck out the eyes with his own fingers.
You can! The eyes are removable. They are no longer glowing.
Okay. I
Yeah.
expect the red eyes are they like rubies or just colored stone?
They're just colored stones. They're marbles. Okay. You now have a wolf that no longer has any eyes. It's creepy
Okay.
as heck.
Alright, I'm gonna grab the orb. Was it?
Yeah, it's a green marble.
Oh.
Roughly the size of the red orbs that Rook popped out of the direwolf.
Okay, I mean, someone explain to me what this has to do with the murder mystery we're trying to solve.
I have no idea at this point.
Yeah, like, I don't even know if this has anything to do with it, but it's literally all we've got. We can't, we are not really finding anything else.
So,
Well, so
there's
far,
one
as far as I
more.
can tell.
There's at least one more room left.
All right. Well, as far as Rook can tell, it seems like the house murdered the person.
I'll just plop it in and let's see if it works.
Okay. The green eye is now glowing. But other than that, nothing happened.
Okay. Well, there seems to be another green orb somewhere in this house.
I'll check the armory.
Okay, inside of the armory. Let me see if I can find this again. Hey. You do see a number of armor and weapons, and on the shelf you see another green orb.
Alright, there we go.
Suddenly the door shuts behind you.
Ah!
I just.
The door is jammed.
Henrietta, patch it open.
You notice something rustling behind you.
Oh, snap. I bashed the door with my mace.
Make a strength check. You smash that door wide open.
We got trouble!
Behind you, you see the armor begin to move. Its eyes, the visor glows red and stiffly walks over to the table, wielding a mace.
Okay. Okay, get out, get out, get out, get out, get out.
Everyone roll initiative.
Okay, real quick. Is the door still intact, or did you?
The door is busted.
So much for that idea. Then this is not good initiative for us.
No, it's not.
Okay. There we go.
I could very easily die in one.
The animated armor goes first. Let's see here. It very stiffly walks up to the first person within eyesight. and swings its mace down at you. Unfortunately, its mace gets caught in the door.
Here's Johnny.
It is now stuck. Brooke, it's your turn.
Okay. I guess I would like to go in there and kind of
You can definitely squeeze past it.
yeah, I would like to kind of squeeze past and try to remove the helm and try to like dismantle it.
Okay. Make a sleight of hand check. With advantage because it's stuck.
Nope.
That's with advantage. You try to pry it off, but it's stuck in there real good.
Okay, and I would like to use my bonus action and the rest of my speed to disengage.
Okay, you easily disengage.
Okay.
Tell us, what do you do?
Yeah, I can't. No way to cast shatter without hitting everything else you do. So I'm just gonna disengage and head towards the dire wolf.
Okay. The dire wolf stares at you with one green eye menacingly.
Yeah, I
But
mean,
nothing happens.
yeah, like I've already used my. All I can do is turn.
Okay. Henrietta, what do you do?
I'm gonna get into position right here, and I'm gonna have at it with my own mace.
Okay, you have advantage.
Nice.
You managed to smack it, and yeah, a couple of pieces of armor fall off. But it's still moving, and it's still glowing red menacingly. Angel, what do you do?
I cast a spell here, I'll have disadvantage, so I'll use Sacred Flame, because that doesn't have an attack roll.
Okay. Nothing seems to happen. It just kind of polishes the armor a bit more.
Alright, that's my turn.
The armor pries itself from the door and turns to Henrietta. It wields its mace with malice.
I hold up my shield.
You manage to block the first attack with your shield, but then you get pounded with the second one, with the second blow. You take 4 bludgeoning damage. Brooke, it's your turn.
Okay, so I really have nothing that would actually do bludgeoning damage against, like, nothing that would make sense to be effective against something hollow.
It's armor.
Yeah, and metallic. So, I would like to get up behind it and try to grapple it.
Okay.
I guess a strength check.
Yeah, it's a strength check. Somehow, you manage to get a hold of its, I guess, the nape of its neck region? You now have it grappled.
Alright then.
This doesn't seem to change much because this thing's pretty friggin' big. Dallas, it's your turn.
Okay, and I'm gonna use the only one of my spells that's really gonna do anything: magic missile.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
It's 8 plus 3, which is 11. The magic missiles strike its target, each blowing off pieces of its armor. But it's still moving. But it looks like it could go down at any moment. Henrietta, it's your turn.
I'm calling on Macy.
Okay.
Ignore that second one.
Okay. You managed to smash it to pieces. You now have a whole load of armor bits all over the floor. And also a busted door.
The servants will clean it up, and Talus just slots the other green orb into the werewolf.
Okay. The two green eyes begin to flash for a moment, and you hear a click. And then a low rumbling coming from the walls around you, coming from this direction. Something seems to have changed.
Oh, great. Okay, guys, I have bad news. I'm gonna have to deal with the fungus again.
Okay. Before you go over there, right after you dealt with the animated armor, Angel, you notice something sneaking past down the hall. It immediately retreats down the hall, and you hear footsteps making a run for it.
Alright, I'm going to point that out and say, movement! And I'm going to chase after them and try and tackle.
Okay, I guess.
No, it was going down here.
Oh, I can't see your pins. I can't see where you're pinging.
Over down to the south.
Down here? Down here?
You keep continuing to see the shadowy figure. It moves really fast and into the kitchen.
Alright,
You see the pantry door slam shut.
This one or the fungus?
The fungus one.
Oh, don't tell me that. Fungus is the thing.
Okay.
The Talus is just gonna walk over now.
Okay. There's no response.
Okay, both of you stand back.
Okay. You open the door. You
Yes.
see the violet fungus again, but you also see that the shelf down to the bottom here has shifted, and there's an open doorway.
Okay, who wants to go through the violet fungus first?
I'm gonna... Yeah, I'll attempt to dash through it.
Okay. Let's see if the violet fungus actually attacks you. No, you managed to dodge a tendril. And
Okay, I'm just gonna walk through. I'll just blast you.
okay. Roll to attack.
Yeah, like when I say that, I mean I'm just gonna be like, rapid firing it.
Oh, okay. So, yeah, you managed to freeze it solid. It is no longer moving.
I follow after her.
Okay. Everyone else goes into the secret passageway.
Except for Roku.
It's starting to get cold and damp down here. I'm going to end this here.
I'm going to follow behind.
Alright.
Okay. I'm going to save this part for next week.
Alright then.
Alright, thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next week. Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
Good night.
Happy Halloween.
Yes.
hanging by a thread, hung up on all the words you said, breaking free from this conformity that you forced on me. Everything I do is one big show. It's about damn time that I take control. Put me under a microscope and watch me take control. What's this? I finally read this helplessness. Tired of feeling like I'm upside down, so I'm gonna turn it all around. And dear God, save my